Hey there, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to completely flip the script on how you plan your upcoming trip. We're tackling the absolute biggest mistake first-time visitors make when going to Thailand, which is trying to just rush through every single famous place on the map. I mean, instead of a relaxing getaway, it so often turns into this exhausting, stressful checklist. But don't worry, because today, we're going to act as your personal travel matchmaker to make sure you get exactly the trip you actually want.
Picture this. You book a trip to Thailand because you just need to completely escape. Your expectation? Peaceful mountains, pristine tropical beaches, the whole 9 yards. But because you just followed some generic top 10 tourist list online, the reality is you end up completely overwhelmed, stuck in awful traffic, or dealing with the exact wrong weather for the season. It is incredibly common for travelers to land in a version of Thailand that just completely clashes with their actual travel style.
So here is the core truth about planning this trip. It's actually pretty simple. Thailand is not one destination. It's 3 completely different worlds. You really shouldn't just choose Thailand as this broad, vague concept. You need to choose the specific region that matches your energy, your personality, and the exact kind of memories you're hoping to create.
Okay, let's dive into our first region, World 1, Bangkok, the city that never slows down.
This brings us to a place of just beautiful, highly stimulating chaos, where midnight street food literally meets ancient morning temples. I absolutely love this quote. Bangkok isn't a city you visit, it's a city you survive and then miss forever. It just perfectly captures the intense, wild energy of the capital. And you know, what surprises people the most is how modern it actually is. You've got highly efficient train systems and surprisingly affordable luxury, right alongside tuk-tuks racing past Michelin star noodle shops, serving up these spicy, steaming bowls of pad kee mao. You could literally spend your afternoon in a giant, air-conditioned luxury mall and your evening at a rooftop bar overlooking a massive, glowing traffic jam. It's an extreme contrast, and it leaves some travelers totally overwhelmed and others instantly in love.
So, who is this city actually for? Well, Bangkok is perfect for extroverts, urban explorers, and honestly anyone looking for big city energy. If you're the type of traveler who absolutely hates being bored, who wants endless options, incredible food adventures, and constant convenience, Bangkok might just become your absolute favorite city in Asia. It is custom built for non-stop experiences.
But hey, let's be real for a second. We have to look at the catch. Understanding the hidden reality of Bangkok is absolutely crucial. We are talking about intense heat and immediate sensory overload. It is shirt-drenching, step-out-of-the-shower levels of humidity. Bangkok is not relaxing, okay? The traffic is very real. The streets are super loud with motorbikes, and the sheer volume of sights and smells can be pretty staggering at first. So this means Bangkok heavily rewards curious, highly active travelers, not the ones who are just seeking quiet, peaceful relaxation.
Moving right along, World 2, Northern Thailand, calm, culture, and mountains. Now, when you visit places up north like Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, and Pai, the vibe just changes completely. The frantic pace of the city disappears, everything slows way down, and life suddenly becomes much simpler. As the saying goes, Northern Thailand feels like Thailand finally exhaled. If Bangkok feels like pure unadulterated adrenaline, the north feels like taking a deep breath for the first time in months. You get cooler, crisp air, softer speech, quiet cafes, and just stunning mountain views. This isn't a place where you rush around from landmark to landmark, it's a place where you wake up slowly, drink some local coffee overlooking the mountains, and just breathe.
Looking at our ideal traveler profile for the north, it's a stark contrast to Bangkok. This region is a dream for introverts, solo travelers, and nature lovers. It's incredibly popular with digital nomads and remote workers too, mostly because it offers this beautifully balanced, unhurried pace of life. In fact, this region is so wonderfully livable and affordable that visitors who initially plan to stay for, say, just 4 days, often suddenly find themselves extending their trip to 4 weeks. It's all about valuing that local atmosphere.
However, there is a hidden reality you absolutely must know about before booking. The north is heavily seasonal. From roughly February to April, the region experiences a smoky season due to agricultural burning. And this is a big deal. It can significantly impact the air quality, completely block out those beautiful mountain views we just talked about, and even affect your health. The north is purely magical for sure, but really only if you time your visit correctly.
All right, let's head down to our third region, World 3, Southern Thailand. Beaches, islands, and escape.
When you start hearing names like Phuket, Krabi, Koh Samui, and Koh Tao, you are entering the postcard version of paradise. I mean, this is the Thailand that most people picture in their heads before they even book their ticket, right? Here we find the crystal clear turquoise water, the swaying palm trees, and those iconic wooden longtail boats. But keep in mind, the South isn't just one big monolith. Different islands have totally different personalities. Your idea of paradise might be a quiet, romantic sunset on a secluded beach with warm sand between your toes, but someone else's paradise might be a wild, vibrant beach party that goes until 2 a.m. The South can absolutely give you both, but you really have to pick the right island.
So who thrives down in the South? Well, this region is absolutely perfect for honeymooners, scuba divers, and travelers who are just chasing a feeling of pure freedom. If your dream vacation requires absolutely zero structure and is heavily focused on swimming, taking boat trips, watching ocean sunsets, and capturing that feeling of total escape, well, the South is definitely your answer. It's all about chasing feelings here, not rigid itineraries. You just let the ocean dictate your schedule.
But here is the hidden reality that rarely makes it into those glossy travel vlogs. Island hopping takes an immense amount of energy. Ferrying between islands, taking small puddle jumper flights, navigating massive tourist crowds, and dealing with constant hotel transfers, it is thoroughly exhausting. Trying to cram 5 different islands into a 10-day trip will almost certainly ruin the exact relaxation you traveled so far to find in the first place.
Let's bring it all together. The synthesis. Choose your version of Thailand.
Now that we've explored these 3 distinct worlds, the crazy adrenaline of Bangkok, the peaceful calm of the North, and the total escape of the South, it becomes pretty clear that trying to visit all of them in one short, rushed trip is just going to lead to burnout. You don't need to see everything. Instead, just map out the ideal match for your own personality. If you crave stimulation, you're the urban explorer heading straight to Bangkok. If you need deep breathing and culture, you're the slow traveler heading north. And if you just need a tropical retreat, you're the escape seekers heading south.
So before you book any flights, and definitely before you look at another hotel review, I really want you to stop asking what the most famous place is. Instead, ask yourself this: what kind of experience do you actually want to feel? What kind of memories are you actually trying to create? Because Thailand can be chaotic, or peaceful, or wild, or deeply relaxing. It all just depends on where you decide to plant your feet.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final, absolutely crucial thought. Don't choose Thailand, choose your version of Thailand. Knowing that these 3 completely distinct worlds exist out there, which version of Thailand are you going to choose for your own adventure?